I know what you're thinking. What the heck do I need a 5-spindle for when I barely sell enough milkshakes to justify my single spindle, right? Wrong. Are you familiar with the notion of the chicken and the egg, Mr. Griffith? I mention it because, well, I think it applies here. Do you not need the multi-mixer because, well, heck, you're not selling enough milkshakes? Or are you not selling enough milkshakes because you don't have the multi-mixer? I firmly believe it's the latter. You see, your customer comes in here, and he knows if he orders a shake from your establishment, well, he's in for a terrific wait. He's done it before, and he thinks to himself, well, by golly, I'm not going to make that mistake again. But if you had the Prince Castle 5-spindle multi-mixer with patented direct drive electric motor, will you greatly increase your ability to produce delicious frosty milkshakes fast. Mark my words. Dollars to donuts. You'll be selling more of those sons of bitches than you can shake a stick at. You increase the supply, and the demand will follow. Increased supply, demand follows. Chicken, egg. Do you follow my logic? I know you do, because you're a bright, forward-thinking guy who knows a good idea when he hears one. So, what do you say?
Nah, but thanks anyways.
Miss, how much longer?
It should just be a few more minutes.
Said that 20 minutes ago.
I'm so sorry. We're really busy today.
You see, it only stands to reason here, bud. If we increase supply, demand will fall. Chicken and the egg. Do you follow my logic? Of course you do. You're a bright, forward-thinking guy who knows a good idea when he hears one. So, what do you say? Hey. What is? I ordered the barbecue beef. There's a lot of good leads. Real strong leads. Yeah. What?
Nothing. That's wonderful.
Well, I mean, there's just tremendous interest.
Well, I'm sure there is.
You sound like you don't believe me.
Of course, Ray. I wouldn't.
All right. Well, I've got a lot of paperwork to do here, so I'll call you from the road tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Persistence. Nothing in the world can take the place of persistence. Talent won't. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful men with talent. Genius won't. Unrewarded genius is practically a cliche. Education won't. The world is full of educated fools. Persistence and determination alone are all powerful. Show that you don't have to be defeated by anything, that you can have peace of mind, improved health, and a never-ceasing flow of energy. If you attempt each and every day to achieve these things, the results will make themselves obvious to you. While it may sound like a magical notion, it is in you to create your own future. The greatest discovery of my generation is that human beings can alter their lives by altering their attitudes of mind. Or, as Ralph Waldo Emerson declared, a man is what he thinks about all day long.
Prince Castle Sales, how can I help you?
Hi, June.
Ray, how's it going down there?
Good. Swell. A lot of interest.
Hold on, let me fetch
Your messages. Let's see, Jean Rafferty from
United Aluminum. Needs to reschedule
Friday. Ed Nance calling about the refund. Sloan and Sons, they called again. We're 60 days past due. A lady from the March of Dimes. Oh,
We got an order. 6 mixers.
6?
some drive-in out in California.
Same place, one place? No, that's impossible.
I've got
The slip right here.
No, you, I'm sure misunderstood. You know what? Give me the number.
You got a pen?
Okay. All right.
Hello? McDonald's?
Hello, good afternoon. May I please speak with your owner?
Which one?
I'm sorry?
Dick or Mac?
Whichever one is available, I guess.
Order off. I need 6 fries. This is Dick.
Hello, Dick. This is Ray Kroc from Prince Castle Sales. Some reason I'm calling is someone placed an order with us for some
Yes, that was me. How soon can you get them out here?
Well, it's actually why I'm phoning now, Dick. Actually, I think there might have been some kind of miscommunication.
Top shelf left side. Sorry.
No problem. My secretary's under the impression that you wanted 6.
Yeah, you know what? I think that was a mistake.
Well, that's what I figured. I mean, what kind of drive-in could make 30 milkshakes at a time?
Better make it 8. What's that, Al? There's a brand new box in the... Look, now isn't the best time.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I understand. I'm still a little bit...
You know where to send them, right? San Bernardino, California, corner
Yeah.
of 14th and
Hold on a minute. All right, to anyone in particular?
Just the store is fine. McDonald's. Okay? Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it moves fast.
Really? Hi, welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order?
Yeah, give me a hamburger and french fries and a Coca-Cola.
That'd be 35 cents, please.
Ready?
15 cents is your change. Here you are.
What's this?
Your food.
No. I just ordered.
And now it's here.
You sure? All right. Where are the, silverware and the plates and everything?
You just eat it straight out of the wrapper and then throw it all out.
All right. Okay. Where do I eat it?
In your car, at the park, at home, wherever you like.
Okay, thanks.
May we join you?
Huh? Yeah. Sure.
Thank you.
Just throw it right there.
How is everything?
This might be the best hamburger I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, we aim to please. McDonald.
Oh, well, look at this. Ray Kroc.
The multi-mixer fella. I spoke with my brother Dick.
I did, yeah.
What are you doing way out here?
I'm in Los Angeles, business meeting. I thought, I'm in the neighborhood. I should just swing by and say hello.
Well, I'm sure glad you did.
This whole thing, this is some operation.
Care for a little tour?
Of the...
Yeah, I would. Well, finish up. I'll come back for you.
Alrighty, thanks.
Speed. That's the name of the game. The first stop for every McDonald's hamburger is the grill, manned by two cooks whose sole job it is to grill those all-beef beauties to perfection. Meanwhile, as the patty cooks, our dressers get the buns ready. Watch out. Burger crossing. Burger crossing. Burger crossing. Crossing. Every McDonald's burger has 2 pickles, pinch of onions, and a precise shot of ketchup and mustard.
Now, where'd you get those?
We made them.
Made them.
Yeah, custom built. Whole kitchen is. Next
That is.
the finishing station where we put the whole thing together. And voila, a fresh, delicious burger from grill to counter in 30 seconds.
How the heck did you come up with this?
Oh, I didn't. We did. Dick McDonald, my brother.
Hi. Boy, I gotta tell you, this is the most... Well, it's nice to meet you.
The fries. What about them?
They're 5% too crisp.
Oh, they're perfect.
I think we should drop to 2 minutes, 50 seconds.
Wasn't that what we were at before?
400, not 375. Higher temp, shorter cook.
I think they're spot on.
Excuse me, may I?
None of my beeswax, but I'm with the big fella here. I love them. Golden brown on the outside, fluffy white inside. And they're not too oily, salty, crunchy. Boy,
Who are you?
Oh, this is Ray Kroc, the multi-mixer fellow you spoke to.
When do you figure we can expect them?
Sent the Blue Label Air, so
Good. Need them for back.
Hey, wait.
Wait a minute. I want to take you out to dinner.
You're really not my type.
You and your brother.
What for?
This is the most remarkable restaurant I've seen in all my years in the food service industry, and I've seen it all. I want to hear your story.
We were young and hungry. There wasn't a job to be had in all of New Hampshire, so we decided to pack our bags and head west to Hollywood. I wanted to be in the movie business, and Dick, well, he wanted to be
Employed.
So we landed jobs at Columbia Pictures driving trucks. And after a few years, we had enough saved to buy our own little piece of show business, a beautiful little movie theater in Glendora, which would have been swell, except for the timing. It was September of '29. 1 minute we're screening The Gold Diggers of Broadway, and the next it's Brother, Can You Spare a Dime?
I couldn't.
Nobody in town was making any money except for one fella, Wiley Reed, had a hot dog and root beer stand. Hey, people still gotta eat, right? So we decided to open up our own little stand, hot dogs and orange juice, in Arcadia. And it went okay. I mean, we weren't going gangbusters. There just weren't enough people in Arcadia. Meanwhile, one town over is San Bernardino, and we want to relocate, but we've got no money for a new stand. And that's when my brother here comes up with one of his brilliant ideas. Tell him, Dick.
Well,
He says, why don't we move the stand we've got? Put it on a truck. A genius, right? Only there's one little problem. On the road between the two towns, there's an overpass, and the building won't clear. Now, I figured that's it, we're done for. But then Dick says, why don't we saw the building in half?
saw it in half.
Come on.
So we've moved the restaurant, we're setting up shop, but now we want to do a few tweaks because now it's 1940 and drive-ins are all the rage. I mean, they are the hottest thing going, and I say, Dick, we got to get in on this. And Dick says,
Okay.
And 2 months later, we open for business. McDonald's Famous Barbecue. 27-item menu, uniformed waitresses, bring your food right to the car, and it goes gangbusters. We're going great guns. But then sales start to level off.
The drive-in model, as we learn, has a few built-in problems.
Tell me about it.
I mean, for starters, there's the customer issue. Drive-ins tend to attract, shall we say, a less than desirable clientele.
Teenagers.
Hot rodders and hooligans, juvenile delinquents in blue jeans. And then there's the service. It takes forever and a day for your food to arrive, and when it finally does...
It's usually wrong.
Yeah, the car hops are too busy dodging gropes to remember that you wanted strawberry phosphate, not cherry.
Well, that's if they remember it at all.
And then there's the expenses, the huge payroll due to the large staff required, dishes constantly getting broken or stolen.
Tremendous overhead.
So one day Dick has a realization. He sees that the bulk of our sales are in only 3 items: hamburgers, french fries, soft drinks.
87%.
So we say to ourselves, let's focus on what sells, and that's exactly what we do. Brisket gone, tamales gone, but we don't stop there. We look at everything. What else don't we need?
Turns out quite a lot.
Car hops,
Walk up to a window, get your food yourself.
dishes,
All paper packaging, disposable.
cigarette machines, jukeboxes.
Drive out the riffraff.
Creating a family-friendly environment here.
That's not enough.
All right.
See, our whole lives, we'd piggybacked off other people's ideas. We wanted something that wasn't just different, it had to be better. It needed to be ours. And that's what brings us to the biggest cut of all,
Which was?
the wait.
Orders ready in 30 seconds, not 30 minutes. Mecca.
We look at each other one night,
You thinking what I'm thinking?
we're gonna have to tear down, rebuild, reconfigure, rethink the whole dang thing.
We're talking about shutting down a thriving business for months.
People are gonna think we're crazy.
We were crazy.
And you were gonna love how we did it, Dick. You gotta tell him.
Tennis court?
Okay. He brings me out to this tennis court, and he's drawn this line, the exact dimensions of our kitchen.
Sink on the right, extruder on the left. Bagging and hood.
Hood. Okay.
Garnish. This is burger finish.
Got it.
And then this is burger slide. We could just move those.
Okay.
Multi-mixer soft drinks.
Okay. We bring out our whole staff, and we have them go through the motions, making pretend burgers and fries.
All right, Steve, anticipate that. You gotta keep the tray level. Okay.
And Dick is running around with this stick, marking where all the equipment should be.
Tuck in. Tony, are you gonna skip the pickles when we're really doing it?
They do it over and over, hashing it out, choreographing it like some crazy burger ballet.
What's going on over there? Yes. No. No. Everybody stop! Stop! Garnish 1. Garnish 2. You've got pickles, you've got onions. It's a goddamn hamburger.
Come on, clear off.
Let's clear off. It's time for the pink chalk. And then rip your orange. See all this open space here now? We've rearranged the fry situation, so now it's stage left, the deep fryer stage right. Begin. That's great. Come on, guys.
They're pretty tied up here.
Yeah, watch it.
The Lazy Susan.
It's the timing of the Lazy Susan. Those are finished burgers. You can't... Hold it. I still think there's a third version.
What do you want to move?
I want to move everything. Back to stage left, please. I think we got it all drawn. This is better.
Is that all right?
I think so. I guess let's assume our battle stations.
Okay.
Finally, after about 6 hours of this, we get it just right. It's a symphony of efficiency, not a wasted motion. Good form, Jasper. Feel good about those pickles. Ketchup! Use your Lazy Susan. Put your back into it, Seth. And pickles and pickle and mustard. We take the layout to a builder, custom build the kitchen to our exact specs.
Ta-da, the Speed D system is born, the world's first ever system to deliver food fast. It is totally revolutionary.
And a complete disaster.
Why? Opening day, cars pull up onto the lot, and they start honking immediately because no car help comes up.
You place your order.
We try to explain to them the walk-up window, and they are bewildered. No, they're furious. What do you mean I gotta get out of my car? Most of them just cuss us out and drive off, and the few that stay are mad as heck because they're reading off paper and they've got to discard their own trash.
Why? You're doing great. You're doing great.
Yeah, we won't be coming out to the car, but you can just come on up. Welcome to McDonald's.
We may have underestimated the learning curve.
So by 5 o'clock, Dick is calculating how much it's going to cost to go back to driving. But I am not ready to throw in the towel. I go back to our old Hollywood days. I think to myself, we got to go big with this. We got to put on a show. So I say, Dick, I want to throw a grand reopening, a gala premiere that would put Louis B. Mayer to shame. So we rent a bunch of spotlights. Same ones we used to haul around in the Columbia days. We get sparklers, a juggler for the kiddies. It is an event. People show up in droves. And then
the flies. They must have been drawn by all the lights.
Millions of them. It was like a scene out of Exodus.
The Pharaoh would have released the Israelites.
Total disaster. Now it is towel time. The next day, Dick and I meet up to discuss going back to the old format. And as we're talking, there's a knock at the service window.
I tell him we're closed. We're closed.
Oh, these look so cute.
Hang on.
What would you like, son?
Can I buy a bag of burgers from you?
3. And I feel bad, so I fire up the grill and I make him a batch.
There you are.
And as he's walking away from the service window, a car pulls up. And then another. Dick? And then another.
Hello, welcome to McDonald's.
Hello there.
Pretty soon there's a line around the block. The word has spread.
And it's off to the races.
And we are an overnight sensation 30 years in the making. So that's our story.
Franchise.
Beg pardon?
Franchise. Franchise the damn thing.
It's too damn good for just one location. There should be McDonald's everywhere, coast to coast, sea to shining sea.
Mr. Kroc.
Hey, I got a confession I want to make to you boys. I'm not out here in California for any kind of business meetings. I came out here for you. A few days ago, I got into St. Louis, Missouri, and I was doing some business, and I broke out my map. And I followed my finger on one single highway west. Route 66. And
Mr.
something told me to get into my car and drive that highway. And you know where it led me? Right here, right smack dab here, right to this unbelievable establishment. And when I saw these lines and your whole operation and I tasted your product, I knew what needed to happen. Franchise. Franchise, 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 franchise.
We already tried. 5. 3 in Southern California, 1 in Sacramento, and 1 in Phoenix. And that's all there'll ever be.
Why?
2 words. Quality control. It's almost impossible to enforce standards from afar.
Places were a mess. Filthy kitchens, inconsistent menus.
Sacramento was selling burritos.
To watch your precious creation be mismanaged like that. Your name.
Put Mac in the hospital.
What? So you put somebody in charge of supervising?
We did.
So what happened?
He obviously didn't do a great job.
So you hire someone else, you get somebody better.
Our energies are better spent making this place the best it can possibly be.
It's better to have one great restaurant than 50 mediocre ones.
Yeah. I still think you hire the right guy.
Ray, we're not interested.
Look, I think you boys are missing something here that is... I tell you, you got something here... What is that?
A concept.
Huh. What are those?
Oh, it's a way to make the place stand out when you're driving by.
The Golden Arches, I call them.
The Golden Arches. Who thought of that?
Oh, that's some pure dick magic right there.
Did you ever build one like that?
Just one. Phoenix.
I saw a restaurant. I've never seen a restaurant like this in my life. They've got this fully automated system. I've never seen, it's called the Speedy system, which is a good name for it because, man, it is speedy. I'm telling you, it's like something sprung from the mind of Henry Ford or something.
It's revolutionary.
It's revolutionary. It's exactly what it is. It's revolutionary.
And you want to invest in it?
I don't know. I'm not sure yet, but I just know I want to be part of it. Boy.
So here we go.
What do you mean by that?
Wax cups, Foldenooks, multi-mixers, a new idea to chase.
Those things put a roof over our heads.
At least over mine.
What do you mean over yours? Over our heads?
It's a good roof, Ray. It's a good house. It's a good life if you weren't too busy to live it. We could go to the club more than twice a year. Christ, just take a walk around the block together. Isn't it time to enjoy a little and stop chasing your tail? When's enough gonna be enough for you?
Honestly, probably never. Why should I settle when other men won't?
I don't know, Ray.
Maybe if I had a wife that had an ounce of vision, showed me an ounce of support. Sorry, wrong word.
I've done nothing but support you.
Oh, look, I'm sorry. That's
No. Ups, downs, dwindling savings,
Right.
your schemes.
Are you familiar with the concept of the chicken and the egg, Mr. Johnson? Because I think that's applicable here.
Hey, Dick.
What is it with this guy?
Do it for your country.
What?
If you boys don't want to franchise for yourselves, that's fine. Do it for your country. Do it for America. You know, I drove through a lot of towns, a lot of small towns. And they all had two things in common. They had a courthouse and they had a church. On top of the church, you got a cross. And on top of the courthouse, they'd have a flag. Flags, crosses, crosses, flags. Driving around, I just cannot stop thinking about this tremendous restaurant. Now, at the risk of sounding blasphemous, forgive me. Those arches have a lot in common with those buildings. A building with a cross on top, what is that? It's a gathering place where decent, wholesome people come together and they share values protected by that American flag. It could be said that that beautiful building flanked by those arches signifies more or less the same thing. It doesn't just say delicious hamburgers inside. They signify family. It signifies community. It's a place where Americans come together to break bread. I am telling you, McDonald's can be the new American church. Feeding bodies and feeding souls, and it ain't just open on Sundays, boys. It's open 7 days a week. Crosses, flags, Arches.
Give us a minute, Ray.
Sure.
I don't know. This is your dream. It's bigger than your dream. Arches, your arches, coast to coast.
I can't put you through that again.
I know how bad you want this, and you should have it.
Your diabetes. Last time,
We'll do things differently. Learn from our mistakes.
how so?
Keep a tighter leash on everything. Complete oversight. Every change goes through us.
Who says he's gonna listen?
We'll make him listen. Draw up a contract. Clear as day, black and white.
Where's the first button? Fine. 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 Let's get to work, boys.
What's the first step?
Just leave that to me. We are a dynamic, fast-growing company, and we're poised to make major inroads nationally. So in addition to giving us a real strong foothold right here in the Midwest, the Displays location would serve as a kind of a lure for other franchises, if you will.
What are those?
What are
Those.
Let me see. Oh, those, yeah. That's just my little way of separating us from the rest of the pack. You like them? I call them the Golden Arches.
You look familiar. We met before.
I don't think so. Oh, I think I'd remember that. Peruse the inside here, if you don't mind. Take a look. Yeah, read that.
The folder nook. It's like a Murphy bed for your kitchen. Huh?
Take a look at the blueprints. We had those done locally.
I never forget a face.
Unique, original, totally innovative. There's nothing like this. Nothing in the entire food service sector.
Nice brochure. Professionally done. Have we met? The paper cup guy.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. That was a long time ago. What do you think?
I don't know.
There's... Look. I'm gonna level with you. I need this one. Do you think, is there anything you do to help me
I'll
out?
tell you what. Let me refer you to one of my colleagues. Somebody who may be better suited to meet your needs.
Thank you. That'd be cool.
Address.
143 Juniper Road, Arlington Heights, Illinois.
Home telephone number?
Use my office telephone number. That's the best place to reach me.
All right. Of course, we'll need an appraisal on your home before we can issue funds.
Be right. Just be right one time.
June, did you schedule the stakeout with the engineer?
All set.
What about the fire department? Did you get the approval for the driveway design?
Left a message with them yesterday.
Excavation permits?
I'm meeting with them today.
All right. Hey, what's going on with San Bernardino, by the way?
I just spoke to Dick.
Yeah?
He said they're working on it.
They're working on it.
That's what he said.
Ray Kroc on the line.
Hiya, Ray.
Boy, you boys are killing me.
What's the holdup?
Why break ground in 2 weeks?
These things take time, and you're proposing substantial alterations.
I'm adding a basement and a furnace, that's all.
We need our architect to thoroughly review it and make sure everything is safe and up to code.
Fine. Has he seen it yet? Has he taken a look at it?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
I've got bulldozers rolling up on it.
23rd.
I'm not the one who scheduled that. Ray, I need you to take a breath.
Take a breath. Do you realize what it's gonna cost?
Cost me if I have to push.
Hopefully it won't come to that.
Every restaurant in the Midwest has a basement and a furnace. This is standard stuff.
I understand, but it's our name on that building. God forbid the floor caves in and people get hurt or worse because of some design flaw we missed. Let's just slow down a minute and make sure it's done right.
So much for the Speedy system, huh?
Did he just hang up on you?
Yes. Unless we got violently disconnected.
Okay. It'll be fine.
Where's the front of the apron? Show me. All right. Just make sure the windows are big enough so the customers can look into the restaurant, all the way to the kitchen. Doesn't look right. Let's see this.
Ray,
What?
we got a letter from San Bernardino.
Read it to me.
Dear Ray, thank you for your letter sharing your idea to strike a deal with Coca-Cola to sponsor menu boards at the new Des Plaines location. An intriguing notion indeed. As you rightly point out, such an arrangement would provide a steady source of revenue to the store at no additional labor cost. However,
However what?
However, this is a concept that goes beyond our core beliefs. McDonald's was founded with the idea of families and not strict commerce.
Sons of bitches. You don't know what the hell.
And so on and so on. Here you go, gentlemen. Back to work.
Well, let me explain. Be real small, right along the bottom, very discreet.
We're just not comfortable with the notion of turning our menu into an advertisement.
See, it's not an ad. It's sponsorship.
It's distasteful.
It's free money.
There are plenty of things we could do to make a quick buck, but that doesn't mean we should.
Loads of restaurants do
Well,
this.
we don't.
Why not?
Because I have no interest in indulging in that sort of crass commercialism. It's not McDonald's.
I didn't realize I was partnering with a beatnik.
I'll have you know I'm a card-carrying Republican.
Yeah, well, you could have fooled me.
He hung up again.
He's just a little excitable, that's all.
A hothead like that, you don't know what he's capable of.
It's all bluster, Dick. His bark is worse than his bite.
That's what Neville Chamberlain said.
He'll relax. Give him some time.
What are you doing? Come on. There's time to lean, there's time to clean. Let's go. Keep that hat on straight. 400 degrees, right? Oh, boy, wait. Nice. Hey. There's one pickle in there. 2 pickles on all the buns. 2 pickles on all of them. Don't, look, watch. Flip them like that. Really turn them over and then press them one time. And that was too pink there, all right? And you get these. Pretty damn good. What's your name?
Fred Turner, sir.
Nice one.
Fred Turner. Fred Turner.
It's such a delicate
I'm sorry. I know I've been neglecting you. What do you say tomorrow when we go to supper at the club? Really?
Well, look what the cat dragged.
Hey, everybody.
Hi there.
Hi.
Hey.
Boy.
Where you been, stranger?
The ballot was just there. She adored it.
This is on the left side of the 14th fairway.
I'm gonna use your 3-wood.
3-wood.
Hit it clean.
I hear Acapulco is divine.
Where do you like, Ethel?
Spain. Spain?
Wonderful.
Wow.
How was it?
Oh, no, I mean, I'm thinking about it. Oh, you haven't been?
Well, we're dreaming of a trip, right?
Great.
Yeah.
How's your game, Ray? Lately?
Non-existent.
I've no Ben Hogan myself.
No kidding.
Hey.
Yeah. I did hit a hole-in-one of a sort recently, though. I came across a really, really interesting business opportunity. Really interesting. You boys are gonna want a piece of this.
Here we go again.
What is it this time, Ray?
Restaurant. New kind of restaurant.
New how? Restaurant filled with milkshakes and Voldenooks? I'm just joking with you, Ray.
Hold on, Jack. Should hear him out. This one's different.
Well, so tell us more.
I will. This is a thing of beauty. Fully automated kitchen, the likes of which I've never seen. It's revolutionary. It's called the Speedy System. The thing I like about this, it's franchisable. First one's already up and running. Come over and take a look. It might make you boys a few dollars. You don't have to worry about a thing. We're in charge of everything. And all these franchises look exactly the same. I'd have never thought it was workers, their house and their ambitions. Easy as pie. You just pay the franchise fee. We take care of everything else. You're not responsible for everything. Close enough. Pick it up, Drew. All right, let's do this. Got her? Okay, Sam. You'll be real happy. Congratulations.
Three new franchises in the last month.
That's great. What?
I don't know.
What?
Don't you think maybe, given our experience, that this is all happening a little too quickly? If they all pop up at once, how's he gonna maintain standards?
Give it a whack, Jack. Hey! Look at this. What is this? Huh? What is that?
It appears to be a hamburger.
Not a McDonald's burger, it's not. Look at all that ketchup. And you got 3 pickles on there instead of 2. And look at that. Look at that. Lettuce. Really?
Could
Jack,
we talk
lettuce.
about this another time?
Look at the patty itself. It is tragically overcooked. Tragically.
I don't know, Ray. Looks good to me.
What the hell do you know about quality? I was by your restaurant today, too.
Yeah, what about it?
What about it? You got corn on the cob, you got fried chicken.
People love fried chicken.
Do they? Well, then let them go somewhere where they serve fried chicken.
And your kitchen is filthy. What the hell's the matter with you guys?
I don't know about you, Ray, but I'm retired.
You said this would be a good place for us to partner. It's an investment.
If I'd wanted a job, I would have applied for a cook position.
You couldn't get a job as a cook in one of my restaurants.
Hey,
What's his problem?
he's a pain in the ass is what he is. Right back at you, Ray.
In here.
Hi.
Ray, hurry and get changed. Dinner's called for 7.
Yeah, we're not going to the club tonight.
Wait, you canceled our dinner?
Hey, cancel our membership.
What?
Those Rolling Green people. They're not really our kind.
What are you talking about?
I have less interest in hobnobbing with the idle rich.
The idle rich.
You know, they're golf, they're Rob Roy's. They're so complacent and so content.
Ray, please tell me you're joking. These are our friends.
No, I know. You know what? You and I, we can make a lot of new friends. It's all right. Make new friends. Friends that they're more suitable for us, you know? Don't you think? You know what? Give me 1 second. Garage is driving me crazy. Can I just go sweep it up and clean it up? And then put a nice dress on. I'll take you out for something to eat.
Just take a gander at this handsome gold inlay. You telling me such spectacular craftsmanship isn't worth $8.95?
But I'm not interested.
Not interested in a Bible, sure to be the pride of your family's home library? As you no doubt know, June, envy is one of the 7 deadly sins. And that is just what your friends and neighbors will be guilty of when they see this leather-bound beauty on your bookshelf.
Sir, this is a private place of business. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
Thank you for your time.
Prince Castle Sales. Oh, hold on. Ray, it's Mac. Do you want to take this?
Yeah, tell him I'll call him back. Hey, wait a minute. What's your name?
Leonard Rosenblatt.
Rosenblatt. Really? What's a Jew doing selling Catholic Bibles?
Making a living.
I believe in you.
Tuck that pickle in. These are ready to spend. Smooth. $2.75. No salt for 30 seconds, okay? Looking good, fellas. Looking good. Big smiles. You got time to lean, you got time to clean.
It's normally 10 and under, but for you, I'll make an exception.
Love it. Nice. My new franchisees are great. He's in the back working in the kitchen. She's out front handing suckers out to the little kids. Husband and wife, side by side. Like a real team. It is really something to see. It's wonderful, don't you think, Ethel?
I suppose it is, yeah.
Yeah. Like teammates. I made supper plans for us Friday.
Guess you didn't rejoin Rolling Green.
Well, no. Someplace far better.
B5.
salty. I love salt.
So what do you do, Art? Had a little plumbing business going for a while after getting out of service. Now I sell vacuum cleaners and give piano lessons on the side.
Wow. Busy guy. Good for you.
Vacuums, plumbing, piano. You're a jack of all trades.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever puts food on the table, right?
You must be so proud.
How'd you like to do more than put a little food on the table?
She's excited.
What'd you have in mind?
I'm gonna give you 3 words. I want you to take those 3 words home with you tonight. McDonald's is family. Isn't that great? You know what I say when I see that? Family. We're one big family. Aren't we? You got mouths to feed. That's a family.
I'm looking for a few good men and women who aren't afraid of hard work, aren't afraid to roll up their sleeves. Cliche, I know, but I'm looking for scrappers, hustlers, guys who are willing to roll up their sleeves. People with a little drive. They got a little fire in the belly. Got a little chutzpah. I stand right here before you today, and I'm going to offer you something as precious as gold. You know what that is? Anybody? Anybody? Opportunity. It's opportunity. Opportunity. Opportunity to advance, to move forward, to move up, to advance, to succeed. To win, to step up. The sky's the limit. Sky's the limit. Grab the brass ring. Give yourself a shot at the American dream. Put your arms around the American dream. Opportunity. Because I'll tell you something, at McDonald's, just like this great nation of ours, some of that elbow grease, guarantee you, if you've got the guts, you got the gumption, you got the desire, I guarantee you, you can succeed. There's gold to be had at the end of those golden arches. Golden arches. Golden arches. Now, who's with me? Who wants to jump on that ladder to success? Become part of the McDonald's mishpucha. Now, who's with me? Come on, let me see some hands. There you go. Who else? McDonald's. Good, Art. Good job. Yes, sir.
The nerve of this guy. What? Guess what he's calling his display store? McDonald's #1.
Then what are we then?
Could his head get any bigger?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to begin our initial descent into Minneapolis, St. Paul.
Mr. Croc, welcome to Minneapolis. Wonderful to see you. Give me an M! Give me a C!
Ray, how is it? You can't even top that in Chicago.
Well, we don't mess around up here.
What? My compliments to the chef. That's wonderful.
I can do you one better. How about the owner?
Sure, why the hell not?
Raleigh. Raleigh. Jimmy, great to see you. Raleigh, how are you? Ah, wonderful.
Raleigh Smith, Ray Kroc.
Oh.
Real pleasure.
Oh, boy, I'll tell you, you got a hell of a restaurant here.
Well, coming from you, that's quite a compliment.
My reputation precedes me.
I'm a great admirer.
Well, sit down.
Well, I don't want to interrupt. Have a seat. Well, maybe just a minute.
This is Fred Turner, my associate.
Welcome. Steaks cooked okay?
Excellent. Perfect. Well, our intention is to expand pretty far beyond the Midwest. We're not going to sell here. I mean, we're not going to... We're going to expand far beyond the Midwest.
Well, you've clearly got a warm and loving home here in Minneapolis.
Yeah, so it seems.
Yeah, this town just can't get enough of McDonald's.
Here you go, sir.
Another Canadian club for my friend.
Yes, sir. Coming right up.
In fact, I'd say there's sufficient enthusiasm to support another.
Second location.
You know, come to think of it, I know the perfect person to own and operate.
You don't say.
Somebody who knows what it takes to build a great restaurant. Someone with more than 20 years experience in the food service industry.
Who?
Me. You.
Why? Oh, it's a shock.
It's funny. I've got the know-how, I've got the backers, and I've got the perfect location. Are you familiar with Hennepin Avenue? It's one of the busiest commercial arteries in the whole Twin Cities. There's a prime site that's recently become available, a full acre on the corner of Hennepin and Mr. Kroc.
Yeah.
Would you like to meet her?
Yeah, sure.
So, Ray, how long are you here with us for in the Twin Cities?
Huh?
How long are you in town?
Not sure yet.
If you gentlemen can steal a second, I would
Sure.
love to personally give you a tour of this site on Hennepin that Raleigh is talking about. He knows how to pick 'em. I mean, this place, there's enough room for the restaurant, the parking, possibly a playground for the little ones.
Ray Kroc, meet Joan Smith. My wife.
Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
Well, join us. Have a drink with us.
I love that. How are you guys?
Good.
This is Fred Turner. He's
Madison, Milwaukee, Kenosha, Grand Rapids. We've got the 3 in Chicago area. Oh, Jim's here in Minneapolis.
St. Paul?
And got one in Dayton, Ohio.
That's right.
Oh. You must be positively dizzy, Mr. Kroc.
Please, call me Ray.
Ray.
That's some growth.
Yeah. We're doing good. Right, Fred?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're doing good.
When did you start it?
Sorry?
What year did you start McDonald's?
Year? I started it in 1954.
Remarkable.
Yeah.
Well, I should get back
Back?
to my piano.
Oh, of course.
What's your favorite song? All-time favorite?
Pennies from Heaven.
Pennies from Heaven.
Great gal.
I know.
I sold pianos for a while.
Every time it rains, pennies from heaven. Don't you know each cloud contains pennies from heaven?
You'll find your fortune falling all over town.
Sounds pretty good.
Be sure that your umbrella is upside down. Trade them for a package of sunshine and flowers. If you want the things you love, must have showers. So when you hear it thunder, don't run under a tree. There'll be
pennies from heaven.
Sorry.
think I've got some people for you. I met this young couple, very committed. They're from Glenview, high school sweethearts, married for 5 years, and they're looking for a business they can operate together. And they seem very excited.
Yeah, forget that. Everything's changed. You want a drink?
No, changed how?
Forget the Chicago suburbs. Think bigger.
Bigger.
I'm not chasing them anymore. They're chasing me now.
What is
The trip I just took.
The trip. How was it?
Triumphant. It rolled out the red carpet. They're kissing this ring. They're begging me for McDonald's now. Here, have a drink.
That's nice.
Yeah, sure is.
I'm sure. Well, then all hail Pope Raymond the First.
Damn right. God damn right.
Ray,
Yeah.
we have a small problem.
Wait a minute. How can we be almost out of capital?
Well, your revenue, the monthly cut of the stores, 1.4% of net.
1.4.
Yeah. 1.9 minus Dick and Mac's 0.5%.
Mr. McDonald, Ray Kroc's on the line.
Good to see you. Hiya, Ray.
I want to renegotiate.
Renegotiate what?
My deal. My lousy deal. 1.4 doesn't even cover my monthly nut, let alone drive expansion.
Ray, those are the terms.
It's not good enough.
It's almost triple our cut.
Well, you should be getting more too then, shouldn't you?
We are not greedy men.
Greed has nothing to do with it. If I had more money to work with,
I could be growing this thing at twice
We
the
have
pace.
no beef with the current rate of
I've got
expansion.
nothing. Not one location in Pennsylvania, nothing in New York,
All in good time.
nothing in Texas.
Have no doubt it'll come.
You know, I'm out here breaking my neck for you guys.
And you're doing a bang-up job.
Well, then I should be doing a heck of a lot better than just breaking even.
I don't know what to say.
So you'll renegotiate.
I can't.
Can't or won't?
Upping your cut, it would be unfair to the franchisees.
the franchisees
They're doing just fine. I'm the one that's drowning here.
You freely and willingly agreed to the terms of your deal, Ray. Nobody put a gun to your head.
4%.
No.
3.5%.
Ray.
What?
No!
God damn it.
Dick, is he a pain in the rear? Yes. Does he have a few screws loose? You bet. But that doesn't mean he's gonna do us any harm.
How long are you gonna keep this up, Mac?
Keep up what?
The whole everything is fine act. There's a wolf in the hen house. We let him in. I never should have listened.
We have a contract for just this sort of thing, Dick.
Should have trusted my gut.
So it's my fault, huh? Just like the movie theater. Well, I'm sorry. I wanted you to have your dream.
$94.
It's unbelievable what these suckers cost to run. And my pop used to own an ice cream parlor. He went belly up from the refrigeration costs.
Really?
A man called today.
Illinois First Federal.
Did he say what he wanted?
Why don't you tell me?
What did he want?
Ray.
What?
Did you mortgage our home? We could lose everything.
I specifically said the office is the best place to reach me.
I tried you there, Mr. Kroc, numerous times.
You have no right to call me at my home. That's a blatant invasion of my
With all due respect,
privacy.
sir, when you're 3 months behind on your payments, you don't get to pick and choose where we contact you.
Hey,
Surprise inspection.
what are you doing here?
I just came up to see how things are going.
$12,400.
That's a pretty good haul for month one.
Could be bigger. I hate to mix business with pleasure.
I don't.
But my expenses.
What about them?
Well, they're a bit higher than anticipated. You know, one thing in particular, that dang walk-in. That bill is a real whopper.
No. It's a problem, all that ice cream.
I don't want to overstep my bounds here, but I may have found a solution. What Joan did, actually.
You don't say.
What if I told you there was a way all of your owner-operators could save literally hundreds of dollars a year in electrical costs and reduce the time that it takes to make a milkshake by half?
I'll bite.
It's a powdered milkshake. Costs a fraction of ice cream, and there's no refrigeration necessary.
It contains powdered milk. Thickening agents and emulsifiers simulate the texture of ice cream. Tastes just like the real thing.
It's easy as pie to make. You put a packet into a glass of water and stir it.
I know maybe a tad blasphemous, what with your dairy background.
Personally, I think it's a marvelous idea. Chocolate or vanilla?
Vanilla.
Good things come to those who wait. What do you think?
I think I'm drinking a delicious vanilla milkshake.
May I? I can't resist.
So what do you say? We try it out at our place, then if it goes well...
You roll it out nationally.
Yeah. I could, yeah. Let me think about it.
You're the boss.
McDonald's.
Just found a way to save you Me and all our owner-operators literally hundreds of dollars a year in electrical
And what
costs.
would that be?
2 words, powdered milkshake. I'm telling you, I came across
A remarkable product called Instamix. Like I say, it's a powdered milkshake. It's a fraction of the cost of ice cream and requires no refrigeration. Ray,
I'm telling you, I tried it myself. It tastes just like the real thing.
it's delicious. It comes in chocolate, comes in vanilla. Me, I'm a vanilla man.
Ray, we have no interest in a milkshake that contains no milk. Why don't we add sawdust to the hamburgers while we're at it? Frozen French fries.
You don't want to save a bundle.
Not like that.
We're talking about
The same great taste while boosting the bottom line.
It's called a milkshake, Ray. Real milk. Now and forever.
I understand. I'm just asking you to extend my line.
Until you build more equity in your home or pay down the loan, there's nothing I can do.
My business is booming.
Unfortunately, that's immaterial.
Wow. I've got 13 locations in 9 states.
It's a home equity loan.
Then give me a business loan.
These 13 locations, you own them?
Me personally?
It's your business, correct? You own it.
I'm the head of franchising. I'm the one behind this growth.
Well, that's all well and good, but you need assets.
Have you been to a McDonald's?
Because we've got 3 right here in the Chicagoland area. You should come by and take a look. No, I would love to give you a tour, give you a better sense of what I'm talking about.
Thank you.
Mr. Kroc.
Can I help you?
No, but perhaps I can help you. Harry Sonneborn, nice to meet you.
No, thanks. We're very happy with our current supplier.
I'm not here to sell you ice cream.
What the hell do you want?
I caught a bit of your conversation back there. Sounds like you're having financial troubles.
Why don't you mind your own business?
I'm a great admirer of your establishment.
Thank you.
I eat lunch at your Waukegan location at least twice a week. Always a fantastic crowd.
Your point being?
Mr. Kroc, if you're not making money hand over fist, something's terribly wrong.
June, grab the ledger, would you? Come on in the office, Harry.
So, to summarize, you have a minuscule revenue stream, no cash reserves, and an albatross of a contract that requires you to go through a slow approval process to enact changes, if they're approved at all, which they never are. Am I missing anything?
That about sums it up.
Tell me about the land.
The land.
The land, the buildings, how that whole aspect of it works.
Oh, pretty simple, really. Franchisee finds a piece of land he likes, gets a lease, usually 20 years, takes out a construction loan, throws up a building, and off he goes.
So the operator selects the site.
Yeah.
He picks the property.
Right.
You provide the training, the system, the operational know-how, and he's responsible for the rest.
Is there a problem?
A big one. You don't seem to realize what business you're in. You're not in the burger business. You're in the real estate business. You don't build an empire off a 1.4% cut of a 15-cent hamburger. You build it by owning the land upon which that burger is cooked. What you ought to be doing is buying up plots of land, then turning around and leasing said plots to franchisees who, as a condition of their deal, should be permitted to lease from you and you alone. This will provide you with 2 things. 1, a steady, upfront revenue stream. Money flows in before the first stake is in the ground. 2, greater capital for expansion, which in turn fuels further land acquisition, which in turn fuels further expansion, and so on, and so on. Land. That's where the money is. And more than that, control. Control over the franchisee. Fail to uphold quality standards, you cancel their lease. Control over Dick and Mac. End result, you'll have the banks and the franchisees in the palm of your hand.
If I were to do this, The brothers, they, effectively would be...
Yes. So, what do you say, Ray? We'll need backing. I've arranged meetings with investors and financial institutions.
We're on the center of the town, which is the only oversaturated aspect. So well in this area.
Has anyone here ever eaten at a McDonald's?
Population growth is going to enable us to expand.
Franchise Realty Corporation,
Exaggerated, but they're fully supported by the numericals. In fact, we erred on the side of caution with these.
He's being conservative. Mine, based on gut, and my gut tells me those numbers are low. McDonald's, growing as quick as a hiccup.
I'm Harry Sonneborn, this is
Hurry
Ray
over
Kroc.
to McDonald's, now serving family communities from coast to coast. You're probably only minutes away from America's favorite restaurant. McDonald's fast service is the perfect answer for parties, birthday lunches, and family meals anytime, with no fuss or dishes to do. It's America's greatest food value. No wonder you see so many of your neighbors there. If you want home quality cooking without the home work, try McDonald's. Look for the golden arches at McDonald's, the closest thing to home.
Have you heard of the Franchise Realty Corporation?
What is it?
I have no clue. Apparently, Ray Kroc is president and CEO.
Hi, Dick. How you doing?
Well, if you really want to know, I'm a tad miffed.
Well, why? What seems to be the problem?
Franchise Realty Corporation.
What about it?
For starters, would you mind telling me what it is?
Oh, nothing really.
Just a little something I created to provide leasing services, lend support to our new franchisees.
You know full well you can't do something like that without first clearing it.
Now, why would I need to do that?
Because as your deal plainly states, any and all changes must be agreed to in writing.
Except it's not a change.
Excuse me?
It's not a change. It's a company. It's its own separate company, which puts it outside your purview.
Anything relating to McDonald's is within our purview.
Let me explain something to you, Dick. You boys have full say over what goes on inside the restaurants. But outside, above, below, your authority stops at the door and at the floor. All right?
What is he saying?
He's buying the land.
Our land?
Get one of the map. Make sure to get this, and you want to get all the pins in. Make sure you see the pins. All right, that's great. All right, how about one at the desk? Yeah, one at the desk. Right there. Get that in focus. Here we go.
Smile. Good, 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 good.
Delivery. Where do you want these?
Ray!
I've thought it over. Approved.
Really? Thank you.
No, thank you. It's a whiz-bang idea, and you're the one who thought of it.
Well, we're deeply honored to serve as your test market.
The hell with that. I'm gonna roll this out nationally. Hey, you seen the latest copy of RBM? Hot off the press.
Ray, good for you.
It's about 10 miles south of downtown. They're building a brand new sports stadium there.
Bloomington, I read about it.
We're getting a professional baseball and football team. They'll both be playing there.
I think I know where you're headed with this.
A 40,000 seat stadium just a stone's throw away. Imagine the foot traffic.
Hungry families looking for a bite to eat after the game.
Or before, whenever.
Exactly. Yeah. Huh. You think big, don't you, Joan?
Is there any other way, too?
Well, you'd be surprised. A lot of people are afraid of taking a chance to, reach for greatness.
That's so sad.
I agree. Ambition. That's the stuff of life.
What does that say? Fortune favors the bold.
Absolutely.
Just look at you.
You calling me bold, Joan?
You don't build a restaurant empire acting like a timid little mouse.
That's a fast-growing area, and cheaper. You're talking a good 15% less per acre.
And I still think Houston's a better location. Yeah.
Dick's on line 1.
Now. Hiya, Dick.
I just received a very disconcerting call.
Oh?
From Buddy Jepson, our operator in Sacramento.
I'm very aware of who Buddy Jepson is.
He told me he received a shipment this morning.
Oh, it arrived.
You are way out of line, Ray.
Gee, I didn't expect that to get there till Friday the earliest.
Would you mind telling me what you're doing shipping 4 cases of Instamix to one of our operators?
Look, if you don't want to make a profit, that's fine. But don't stop the rest of us.
Us?
Us, as in everyone but you.
Who did you send them to?
Everyone but you.
You have no right. You are to stop this instant. Is that clear?
Nah.
What the hell's that mean, nah? You will abide by the terms of your deal.
I am through taking marching orders from you. You and your endless parade of no's, constantly cowering in the face of progress.
If phony powdered milkshakes is your idea of progress, you have a profound misunderstanding of what McDonald's is about.
I have a far greater understanding of McDonald's than you two yokels.
What? You will do as we say.
No.
You have a contract.
You know, contracts are like hearts. They're made to be broken.
Could you please pass the salt? Thank you.
I want a divorce.
When trying to quietly settle a divorce, the first thing to ask is, what will she want? And is her request reasonable and equitable? In terms of marital property, there's a house, car, savings and checking accounts, insurance.
Just give it to her. House, car, insurance.
What about the business?
Nope.
Ray, you have to understand that she's...
Jack, let me explain something to you. It's never gonna happen. I would sooner die than give her 1 share of stock in McDonald's.
It's not so simple. The brothers are your business partners. You signed this contract.
Make it go away. And I don't care what it takes.
It's gonna cost you.
I'm looking at a letterhead with the name McDonald's on it. You care to explain?
It was confusing. People didn't even know it had anything to do with McDonald's.
What's confusing is you calling yourself the McDonald's Corporation. People will think it's the whole company, not just the real estate arm, which we strongly suspect is what you hope.
You put Dick's Arches on your letterhead? This is not your company, Ray.
Mac.
Do you understand that?
Mac, don't get upset.
We came up with the Speedy system, not you. Us. What have you ever come up with? Can you name one thing? You can't. And you never have, and you never will, because you are a leech, Ray. You are a professional leech.
You know what I came up with, Mac? A concept. I came up with the concept of winning.
While you two boys were content to sit back and be a couple of also-rans.
I want to take the future. I want to win. And you don't get there by being some aw shucks nice guy sap.
There's no place in business for people like that.
Business is war. It's dog eat dog, rat eat rat. If my competitor were drowning, I'd walk over and I'd put a hose right in his mouth. Can you say the same?
I can't. Nor would I want to.
Hence your single location.
We want you out of this company, Ray.
Mac, how do you propose you do that?
We will sue you whatever it takes.
And you probably win. But you can't afford to sue me.
I'd bury you in court costs alone.
Mac, I'm the president and CEO
Of a major corporation with land holdings in 17 states.
You run a burger stand in the desert.
I'm national. You're fucking local.
Mac!
Are you following your eating plan?
Yes.
And you're checking your glucose levels. And you're taking your medication on a consistent basis.
Yes.
Regular walks, 20 minutes a day.
I'm on my feet all day.
Any stress? Okay. You need to watch that. It's a big contributing factor. So, as I said, your kidney function is currently at 50%. Now, 18 months ago, it was 65. Any lower, and you're at serious risk for kidney failure. Okay, I'll check on you later.
Thanks.
Thank you. William, who rode with Revere.
How many letters?
5, fourth letter E.
Dawes.
Come in.
How you feeling? Geez, that must have been some spill. They felt it right through the phone. Your hair budget. Budget. Sit right here. Dick, there's a card in there. Go ahead.
That's okay.
Here. Just be happy.
What's this?
What's it look like?
A blank check.
Then that's that's probably what it is.
What are you buying?
Okay. You get better. You'll be up on your feet in no time, and we'll talk. All right? Dick?
We will never beat him. We will never be rid of him.
Dick McDonald on the line.
Hello, Dick.
2.7 million. It's $1 million for each of us after taxes. And 1% of the company's profits in perpetuity.
That's outrageous. That's borderline extortion. That's a bunch of bullshit.
I
Bullshit!
know it seems like a lot now.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of money anytime.
And they want one other thing.
What?
San Bernardino.
No way.
To give to their longtime employees as a gift.
I need the profits from San Bernardino in order to pay off the purchase loan.
I've spoken about it at length with their lawyers. It's unfortunately non-negotiable.
Our client agrees fully with your conditions of sale, with one exception. Your 1% cut of future corporate earnings will have to be carried out on a handshake basis.
It's my investor group. The financing is contingent on leaving that out of the contract, and unfortunately, this deal just doesn't happen. It doesn't get financed unless you leave that out of the contract, because unfortunately, that's a deal breaker for them. Look, fellas, you'll get your full royalties, all right? Got my word on that. Dick, Mac. Let's make a deal. All right.
All right, gentlemen. Turn to page 4 of your contract. That's the first set of signatures we have to go over.
I just have to ask you one thing. Something I've never understood.
All right.
That day we met, we gave you the tour.
Uh-huh. What about it?
We showed you everything. The whole system, all our secrets. We were an open book. So why didn't you just...
Steal it? Just grab your ideas and run off, start my own business using all those ideas. Yours would have failed.
How do you know?
Am I the only one who got the kitchen tour? You must have invited lots of people back there.
And?
How many of them succeeded?
Lots of people started restaurants.
As big as McDonald's? Of course not. No one ever has and no one ever will, because they all lack that one thing that makes McDonald's special.
Which is?
Even you don't know what it is.
Enlighten me.
It's not just the system, Dick.
It's the name. That glorious name, McDonald's. It could be anything you want it to be. It's limitless, it's wide open. It sounds like America. As compared to Croc. What a Croc, what a load of Croc. Would you eat at a place named Croc's? Croc's has that blunt Slavic sound. Croc's. But McDonald's, oh boy, has a beauty. Yeah. A guy named McDonald, he's never gonna get pushed around in life.
That's clearly not the case.
So, you don't have a check for $1.35 million in your pocket. Bye, Dick.
So if you can't beat them, buy them.
I remember the first time I saw that name stretched across your stand out there. It was love at first sight. I knew right then and there I had to have it. And now I do.
You don't have it.
You sure about that? Bye, Dick.
As per the terms of your agreement, while you are entitled to maintain ownership of this location, you no longer have the right to call it McDonald's, McDonald, or any other such variation so as to confuse or infringe upon the McDonald's trademark, which is now the exclusive intellectual property of Mr. Raymond A. Kroc. Thank you, gentlemen.
It'll be all right.
Now, I know what you're thinking. How the heck does a 52-year-old, over-the-hill milkshake machine salesman build a fast food empire with 1,600 restaurants in 50 states, 5 foreign countries, with an annual revenue of in the neighborhood of $700 million? One word: persistence. Nothing in this world can take the place of good old persistence. Talent won't. Nothing's more common than unsuccessful men with talent. Genius won't. Unrecognized genius is practically a cliche education route. Why, the world is full of educated fools. Persistence and determination alone are all powerful.
Mr. Kroc. Bill Davis. I'd like to do a profile of you pegged to the opening of your 100th location.
Sure. Call my office.
Sure thing. All right.
It's these core principles that enabled me to rise to the top of the heap at a point in life when most men would be thinking about retirement. Why, we appear to have that in common, Governor Reagan. Why, you were what, 55 when you started in politics? That's why you make me look like a spring chicken. Laugh, laugh, laugh. Why, look at us, a couple of Illinois boys, made good, only in America. Only in America. Only in America. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. The beginning. The year was 1954. The place, Des Plaines, Illinois.
The car's out front now.
Be right down. That's where it all started. Right there on Lee Street. McDonald's number 1.
Typical English-American word. It flowed. McDonald's. I liked the sound of it. It sounded wholesome and it sounded genuine, you know? I don't like these gimmick-type names, you know. Burger this and burger that and all that kind of stuff. McDonald's, it's got a nice sounding name.
Gonna go to the place that's the best. When I lay me down to die, going up to the spirit in the sky. Going up to the spirit in the sky. That's where I'm gonna go when I die. When I die and they lay me to rest, I'm gonna go to the place that's the best.
In one business. So I went out there and I was amazed. They were serving hamburgers for 15 cents, French fries for 10 cents, and milkshakes for 20 cents. And basically that was the menu. And I said, that's for me. Now I haven't made them, you know. I'm too humble to accept that. I'd like to be able to say that. I bought the agreement back from them for $2,700,000. I got the name, the golden arches, that's right. Basically, it was a matter of me working longer and harder than anybody else. I'll take every resource that I have and I'll put it in. I'll go for broken if I believe it. The only thing I could do besides play the piano was to talk. What happened to my coffers? It's not dog eat dog out there in that competitive world. It gets more like rat eat rat.